Yo, what's going on, Alien Race? Hope you're all having a good day. Now, we have finally got patch 1.2 news. It's been around 3 or 4 weeks since patch 1.1 was released, and there was some controversy about why Boba Fett got nerfed, why Palpatine didn't get nerfed, why Captain Phasma's staff ability still doesn't really work. There was a bunch of controversy, but this patch 1.2 I'm sure will fix all of that feedback and those buffs and nerfs and tweaks and all that stuff, along with some new features, hopefully will be coming. Here is a list over on the Battlefront forums at ea.com. I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks to Sledgehammer70 as always for updating us with the good news over on the forums. Now, Battlefront 1.2 patch, here's what it's going to include. A brand new game mode only for a limited time called Jetpack Cargo. We've seen some videos and stuff like that of it as the mods on PC actually unlock sort of the prototypes of the game mode itself, but it looks a lot of fun, and hopefully if the community like it enough, it'll be added in as sort of like a party mode online. You know, Call of Duty and stuff, I've got a gun game, etc. But I hope that if people do enjoy it, that they will listen to us and they may add it as a permanent until the next sort of limited time game mode gets released. My thoughts are that for every single patch that's released, we'll get a different new limited time game mode. That is just my speculation. I don't know if that's true or not. There's the Jetpack Cargo mode. Should be a lot of fun. The arcade updates, this says AI updates and more. Obviously the AI do need updates. I don't believe they can sprint and stuff like that. And also it'd be nice if the AI could play as heroes and villains, but I don't know how that would work out with a battle point system. And of course we do need more maps, and I hope that we get to play as vehicles in arcade as well, because there's a lot of cinematic possibilities using PC cinematic tools and just nice screenshots on consoles that we could use in vehicles, but sadly we cannot use vehicles, and Galactic Assault is also not available on arcade, which does kind of suck, but hopefully this will cover all the sort of feedback that they've been given about arcade. Next is Heroes and Villains Balancing. I think this is probably the most important out of them all and the most complained about. Here are all the list of heroes that will be tweaked and changed and nerfed and buffed and all that stuff. There's some heroes that are not listed here, obviously, that are fine, and I agree with those heroes. So here are the heroes that are getting more balanced. Boba Fett, Palpatine, Iden Versio, Rey, Bossk, Kylo Ren, Luke, Chewbacca, Yoda, Lando, Darth Vader, and Captain Phasma. Now, the ones in there I probably will say need the most work are Captain Phasma, Chewbacca on Heroes vs Villains, Boba Fett, and Palpatine. Now, they did nerf Boba Fett quite a bit, so I hope they give him a slight buff just to sort of balance him out even more. Palpatine is just ridiculous right now. You can hit him through, you can hit anyone through walls with his lightning ability. Kylo Ren and Luke do need a buff, because if you think about it, they're sort of top tier Jedis and Sith in the Star Wars universe, so it would only make sense if they're top tier heroes and villains in Battlefront 2, which they are not right now. Like, you got the likes of Rey, who is better than Luke. You never know in the films that she might turn out to be actually a better Jedi than Luke. We don't know. So there's the heroes and villains balancing. Next up is the classes, reinforcements, and core combat. Dodge updates, emotes, weapon tweaks, SCS unnerf, and more. Now, the dodge updates, there's been a lot of talk about the dodging in the game. You can roll away from lightsabers and you can just keep constantly rolling. I actually seen a few videos over on Reddit. It's people rolling away with as infantry, you know, sort of shooting, picking off health from Kylo Ren or whoever it was. Yeah, they do have force abilities, but you can roll out of the force abilities. I don't believe that that should be a thing. I think the force abilities should freeze them or do whatever they do when they're in that roll state, because you can't just sort of roll out of the force. It doesn't really work like that. So there's the classes, reinforcements, and core combat. Main one there, probably the dodge update, or the emotes as well. Nice emotes. We might get some brand new tasty emotes for Palpatine, because he's missing a couple, let's just say, you know what I mean. Milestones updates, nice that we're getting milestones updates. I don't know what for. Obviously there are some bugs with some challenges and stuff that people can't redeem their credits, get to claim their reward or whatever. So it's nice to see that they're addressing milestones, and they're going to add more, I think. The level design balance and the level design bug fixes. I think that this is mainly for Galactic Assault, just because Galactic Assault sometimes feels really one-sided and it's not really fair. So I think that that's the level design. There was a picture on Reddit, I believe that it was like a funnel, and it said the start of the game is the top of the funnel, you know, the thickest part of the funnel, and then it goes all the way down to the thinnest part. That is what it does feel like, I must admit. So hopefully they will address that and make it more balanced so anyone can win a galactic assault and there's not any favourites or whatever. Now next is just general improvements and bug fixes. You can read all that there. And more, it does say. Also in the bug fixes, it does say blaster glow and lightsaber glow. We need rid of that lens flare on a lightsaber, that's all I'm going. It does also mention the star card or duplicates for credits is getting addressed in the general improvements section, so hopefully instead of credits for getting duplicate star cards, we will get crafting powers. Because getting credits for using credits is kind of not really make sense, and yeah. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day.